Good afternoon, friends. As we speak this afternoon, at this moment, there is a meeting of the senior political leaders in Kashmir who comprise together as the People's Alliance for Gupkar Declaration that's going on in Srinagar. The meeting is taking place at the residence of former Chief Minister and People's Democratic Party leader Mehbooba Mufti at her Fairview residence. The meeting started at 5 o'clock. Now, I'm taking this risk of making an assessment that what this meeting could be about, because by the time this video reaches to you, there may already be a press conference or a statement as the leaders emerge from the meeting at the Mehbooba Mufti's residence. But I'm trying to make a fair assessment that what this meeting could be about. Generally, if you look at people's Twitter and the Facebook timelines or speak to some of them to ask them that what this meeting could be about, everyone is linking this with the speculations and the rumors that have been going on for the last 1 week that there's going to be something, a major development about Jammu and Kashmir, which certainly people of Jammu and Kashmir don't know, but they are just falling for rumors and speculating that what could it be, but most of people are certain that there is going to be something. So I don't want to immediately connect this meeting of the Gupkar Alliance with all these rumors. I would like to make an assessment of the meeting while separating this from the rumors and speculations to be able to make a fair assessment. I think this is only fourth or fifth meeting of the People's Alliance for Gupkar Declaration. First of all, we need to understand that who they are. They came together as a group of political leaders, which included National Conference, People's Democratic Party, Congress, CPIM, and other People's Conference, of course, and other political parties, smaller groups in Kashmir, on the evening of August 4, 2019, when there were some possibilities of an imminent development the next morning, which eventually happened. But since that development happened, all these people, they were taken in detention and they couldn't meet together or reflect on the developments for several months together. But what they had said at that evening was that there cannot be anything that they can accept about Jammu and Kashmir which is changed unilaterally without involving people in such a process. When they came back and they resumed their conversations in August 2020, and in a couple of months, they created a group that's called as the People's Alliance for Gupkar Declaration. Now, who are the people who are exactly in the People's Alliance at this moment? Sajjad Lone, who is also a key political player in Kashmir as he has emerged over the last 4 or 5 years. He exited himself from the PAGD in December, and he said that PAGD, there was no consistency within the group, and this group demanded sacrifice from each one, and not all were willing to give up their stakes on the electoral politics. So he has found himself up in the electoral politics and out of the Gupkar Alliance. Apni Party, which is a Kashmir-based political group mainly, of course they have a lot of representation from Jammu as well, but they are not part of the Gupkar Alliance. Congress, which was an original initial co-founder member of the alliance, had also exited, even as the Congress has not been able to make a clear decision, a clear policy that whether they want to be within the group or outside it, but they have not been able to toe the policies of group as far as the group's original intention or stand on Article 370 and the special status of Jammu and Kashmir is concerned. So mainly the group's strength lies in National Conference and People's Democratic Party, the two parties which have a history, the two parties which have a clear view on Jammu and Kashmir, and the two parties which have a footprint across Jammu and Kashmir. CPIM, which is represented by Mr. Mohammad Yusuf Tarigami, is of course there in the group, but Mr. Tarigami does not have a major electoral influence, even as he has, in terms of his ideas and in terms of his thinkings, he is regarded, is respected across Kashmir. And then a couple of other members like Awami National Conference of Mr. Muzaffar Shah and Javed Mir, who was a former PDP member but joined Shah Faisal's party, Jammu and Kashmir People's Party. No one knows that whether this party exists anymore or not, but Javed Mir is also a part of the Gupkar Alliance. So this is how, I thought that before we speculate about the Gupkar Alliance's meeting and connect this with what has been happening over the past 1 week, it was important to understand that what this group is about and what is its current strength and what do they stand for. the two key members of the Gupkar Alliance Group, the National Conference and PDP, I've seen that over past 5-6 months since this District Development Council elections, a lot of differences have been emerging between them. Like PDP had always wanted that let's stay away from the electoral politics, even as they also participated and work for the broader agenda, while the National Conference was seen inching closer to normalizing what has happened and being a part of the new political reality in Jammu and Kashmir. Now, my final assessment that what could be the agenda of meeting as they sit together in Srinagar. Of course, by the time this video reaches you, you will have a statement from them as well. But over the past few days, you might have seen that National Conference has been holding meetings. Sorry for this disruption. National Conference has been holding meeting with its party leaders and talking about its decision on participating in the Delimitation Commission. So initially they had boycotted the Delimitation Commission with this view that any process or any product which is based on the developments of the August 5, 2019 developments is not going to be accepted by these political parties. And the Delimitation Commission is of course a part of this is something that was decided in the Reorganization Act, Jammu and Kashmir Reorganization Act of 2019. So the Delimitation Commission is essentially a product and outcome of the August 5, 2019 development. So recently, the National Conference has been talking to its cadres, its workers, and have been making statements that the party might want to join the Delimitation Commission. So what I think is that in today's meeting, probably this could be a meeting that has been convened at behest of Mehbooba Mufti, asking National Conference to come and explain that what are they thinking about this, because the Delimitation Commission is now making some progress. If there is something beyond that, that is entirely purely a matter of speculation and a matter of time to understand that what emerges out of it, but this is my fair assessment. Now on the other part, after having said about the PAGD meeting, the rumors and speculations are still, there is no way of getting away from the rumors and speculations. Every new hour you are seeing something emerging in a major way. A lot of people from different parts of the Jammu and Kashmir have been saying that they are seeing unusual movement of the security forces, but at the same time the responsible people in positions in the security establishment or in the state administration, they are saying that there is absolutely nothing unusual. These are the forces which have come back after their election duties. There was something that in Srinagar district, some people obtained curfew passes for tomorrow, but the Deputy Commissioner clarified that because of ensuring a hassle-free movement for some aspirants for a particular interview, the curfew passes were issued to them. One of the ideas to put off all these rumors is to have the Union Territory government or the central government to make a statement that all rumors are essentially rumors, all speculations are essentially speculations. There is just a normal course of governance and administration that's going on, and there is absolutely nothing that people should fear or people should look forward to with anxiety. That's very important to reduce any panic, to reduce the anxieties, to bring people back to stable thinking and behavior. But then there is also, a lot of people say that there is also experience of the governor Satyapal Malik, who kept on saying every moment that everything is absolutely fine, absolutely normal, and next day there was an important political development. But all said and done, whether it is you go by Satyapal Malik's experience or ask today for a statement from the government that please tell us if there is something going to happen or what are you planning, or to deny or reject all these possibilities that are being projected in the rumors. In the end, what I have always emphasized is that honest and transparent communication between the government and the people creates a situation where the two sides are one, and that is very important for any society, any civilized society, for any system. The government in the Union Territory must make a statement to allay any fears or reduce the current level of anxieties and tell people that if there is anything at all they have to worry about. Thank you very much for watching today's broadcast.